Yo, humans and extraterrestrial beings. It is I, Samurai, and at the end of the last video, I said I was going to take us to the result of solving the fast travel kiosk. And that fast travel kiosk was describing a conversation between the scientists and the devotees regarding the plants. So basically, the devotees told the scientists here, I guess, that the plants were dying, and the scientists said that they would make a formula. So it is great to see that this garden is now alive and thriving. The dirt pile cat is happier than ever because plants will bring bugs and bugs will bring mice. Is that science? Mice, ratty, catty, mouse? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we're gonna get back to the regular scheduled program, but it was nice to have a brief break and return to our roots where things seemed hard, but now looking back, we're very simple and introductory to this system. Man, human, away. Take a walk with me. Let's go on a little trip. You may be wondering, why are we back in Warrior Land? They weren't friendly to us. They bonked us on the head upwards of 7 billion times. Well, the answer is just that we're continuing our mission to solve all the fast travel points. And I tried to take some time before I started recording to review how the warriors communicate, and then I forgot that they kind of had all gathered in that little central area, so it's kind of flopped. But that is okay because we're gonna do it anyways. Now, the fast travel point, I'm pretty sure, is right through these stairs. Perfect. Good start. So, let's take a look at the conversation. Scientists and warriors. The alchemists want to help the monster. Oh, this is actually really interesting lore. I haven't been here since I've translated the scientists. So this is cool. Whatever comes of this. The alchemists. Do they have... Yeah, they have plural. Do they have a symbol for alchemists? Chosen? No. Instrument, fear, moon, sun. Scientist. Plural. Small, big crate. Scientist plural, big crate. Here, seek, want, and then help. The impure, maybe. If I had to guess, that sucks. I shouldn't have rushed. Okay. Okay, so it was scientist plural, right? The alchemist. Yeah, so scientist plural. Want help. And let's see. Bellman, trolley, crate. Or maybe the plural, maybe that's why. Maybe the plural just goes before. That could absolutely be it. Okay, let's try that instead. Plural, scientist, want, help, impure. Yeah, perfect. The alchemists are afraid. Plural, scientist, fear. Oh, guys, my brain right now is on. Okay. That does not imply that it's normally not on, guys. I'm just saying that sometimes when I'm making these videos, I have to, like, cut out a significant amount of time of me drooling and pushing random buttons on my controller. The alchemists, they do not, not want. Did it die? Is that what it was? Not want. They not want that death. Where death? Death. Bam. True. What they said. All right. Now this is the tricky part. And luckily, I think that both the scientists and the warriors are pretty straightforward with how they talk. So plural. All right. Yep. Just refamiliarizing myself with all of these lovely symbols. So let's try warrior plural first, and then we'll switch it around. Not afraid. Do. There you go. Fear monster. That's what we're looking for. Not fear monster. Nice. Okay. Warriors will help the scientists. Dude, the warriors honestly just needed to communicate and they would have been connected with these people because they're already connected with the bards now. They just isolated themselves off from everybody. Plural. Warrior. Shame. Even my brain being on does not help my memory. Plural. Oh no, I did it backwards. Warrior. Plural. Then we need help, which I think was later on. Doing it. Maybe? Plural, warrior, help. No. Warrior, plural, help. Scientist, plural. No way. Did we get another one? Something has changed in the tower. Amazing. Okay. So the plan remains that we will also try to do one at the end of the episode. That being said, I'm going to see if I can get us a little sneak peek as to what that looks like. So I'm going to teleport around and see if I can find the results of our efforts here. So I thought I'd come here first because I remember that there was a monster in this hole. Let's take a look. Ah, yeah, there's no monster anymore in there. So now I think I'll head to the mine and see if that's where the action's actually happening. All right, let's see if the warriors were in fact able to help them out. I have to regain my bearings a little bit. But there was a monster here. I'm pretty sure this is where we found the first monster. There was a monster in here. And then there was also one in this room. Maybe this is one of those like what is it? Tell don't show moments where instead of there being a visual, the implication is just that there's no monsters and therefore there was some cooperation between the two factions. I'll keep digging around, let you know if I find anything worthwhile. Bruh, please don't let me get hit by a rock. Man, I didn't even mean to be here. Okay. Nice. Sure, this will be fine. I should sue the scientists for this. Workplace hazards. Bonked me in the head. So, I had an idea. Basic. Are you hearing that? That's... You're hearing the creepy whispering, right? That's not just me. So, maybe that supports my idea. Oh, no, is it just these guys? It is. Jeez, guys. Why do you talk like you're worshiping some ancient demon? But basically, my idea was if the bards are in the library here, I couldn't find the warriors in the mines. Maybe they're just enjoying a nice culinary meal of whatever fabricated chemical food the scientists produced. I've also awakened my true magical powers, being able to translate all these languages seamlessly and connect cultures. So I'm going to cast time dilation, and then we'll see if the warriors are in fact eating. Moment of truth. Let's see. No, my hopes and my dreams. It was a good try. I didn't realize there was a shortcut here that you can only go one way out of. All right. Well, with that, our option for now is to travel to the land of
The exiles.
and continue forward. If there is something here, we will return to it. So fear not. Yell at me now if you'd like, but I will solve that mystery as after we do some progression into
Exile.
the land. Very melancholy here. A lot emptier so far than the other places we've seen. Okay. So when we first got here, I remember that we got some symbols for these guys. Did we solve those already? We did. Okay, cool. So people, exile tower. Mysterious. Start going this way first. Oh, I see what looks like either a machine or a living being. Oh my gosh. The land of science. So the
exiles
are just a bunch of people that got stuck in VR, I guess. Why does that look... That image on the right looks so real. I wonder if it is taken from, like, real film or something. It looks very human, though. So that person talked to me. What do you... Oh, you don't even have a... Oh. I see. Rest in peace, friend. I did not know you. So now, instead of more of a VR, I'm getting more of they're projecting their consciousness into an energy draining machine and then they die. That does add to the melancholy feel of this place. What are you thinking about? Those are cars. That is literally a video. Cars driving on the street. How do you know these things? Oh, this person doesn't have a screen. Whoa. My gosh. Puzzle unlocked. With a bunch of different symbols across the languages. It's kind of like a... Oh, this is so weird. It's like a lockpick kind of thing going on. And then you can, like, connect. Okay, we need more context for that. As is the trend, we are zooming through these symbols now that we've got the rhythm of uncovering these languages. Nice fast travel point, I think. Power that on. Ah, and that is the last one in the game. We've done it. We've reached the top of this tower, and there is some weird stuff going on here. Okay, Bard. Now, another commonality here is that there's seems to be many branching paths. This kind of reminds me of the devotees area now that I'm seeing it more. Another one of these. Yeah. Okay. You help door. Oh. Am I supposed to be using this to theorize? No, I don't think so. Try to go up. Oh my gosh. All right. So, is this imprinting the images into their minds, or is this just collecting whatever these people are thinking? That is what I'm wondering. whatever it is doesn't seem very ethical. Can it be the final door to reach salvation in the top of the tower? Wow. Okay, this helps me a little bit in the sense that maybe this isn't as hard as us stringing together sentences, but just translating across the languages. Maybe. That's a very big guess. No, I don't think it is. I don't think. Well, no, wait. There's two greetings. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is there a third? So theoretically, this means greeting. Is there another greeting symbol? Ah, there's two we don't know. So let's just try things out. Okay, yeah, we don't know yet, but we did get some more symbols from that. And the doors are just labeled.
Exile.
And I need a special key, so I may actually need to go back to the alchemists to fabricate another special key. Wow, the end is in sight. And I wonder what if our motives will be revealed or if we'll find out who we are, because that is the one thing that the mystery that's been maintained the whole game is that we do not know who we are as a person, what faction we come from, what we stand to gain from doing any of this. So very curious. This is so sad, whatever is going on here. Hope we can free these people. What are you looking at? I cannot even make that. Somebody's like feet on pavement or something. On a beach. On a beach. Yeah. And out of all the... No. No, I prefer the cars. And then that brings us back here. Okay. So there's our connected loop between where we started and where we've got to. We have many, many symbols unlocked. No inspiration yet to draw. I don't think I'd feel very inspired seeing this. By the way, this is what AI data centers look like on the inside. Just in case anybody was thinking, like wondering, kind of curious about how they work. That's what I've heard, at least. Key, lock, door. We don't have those symbols unlocked yet. But I love when you use pictures like that. Make it nice and visual. That is a video game. These four people are playing a video game. If this game on the screen on the top is by the same developers that made this game, I will not only link it in the bio, but I would be so impressed. So, yeah, I'll edit this in post. If that's a real game that this developer has made, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, so it looks like there's red team, green team kind of thing going on. We obviously can't interact there. Oh no, there's four different colors, so they're four. Yeah, it's a free-for-all match they're playing right now. What a weird place this is. Not to be judgmental, but I am confused on the level of enjoyment these people are having with their brains being hooked up to those things. Is this how like the older generations feel when they see younger people on their phones? Maybe. There's been some interesting nods at real life concepts throughout this game, and I imagine this is certainly one of them. I think I'm walking in circles a little bit. There was another layer to the screens that I couldn't figure out how to get to, like down, further down. Maybe if I backtrack a little bit. Okay. There's another door that just says
Exile.
So were the people with that painting on the door, were they the
The exiles.
and whatever's left are these green hugger people? That feels like a derogatory term I just came up with. Didn't mean it in that way. But the things on their head kind of remind me of like face huggers that you'd see in like a head crab in Half-Life or the Alien movie franchise. Can I do anything with this beep boop? I'm gonna close its eyes or something. I think I'm going to explore a little bit just because I find myself running in circles. So I'm going to take a moment to run around and find something new for us to take a look at. Yeah, so I'm back. I couldn't really find any other paths we hadn't went down, so I think it may be every level of this tower has had a weird way to translate the symbols in some unique fashion. So I'm wondering if on this level, this is the way we need to uncover what symbols kind of mean. The only concern I have with this is we really don't know anything right now. So I'm wondering if there's a better terminal to start with, but nonetheless, we need to start somewhere. So let's take a look. So we have two knots. That I see already. So that would imply. Now, do one of the symbols on the outer edge mean not? So this doesn't mean not. This doesn't mean not, and this doesn't. So that implies that it's either one of these gray ones that would go there. And greetings. So that's how you kind of have to work it out. These central ones can't move, whatever they are. So if that's the case, then this would need to go here. The greetings would need to go here. And then there was another greetings I saw when we looked at this earlier. I believe there was. Fear, plural, open, maybe not. So, which row doesn't make sense right now? This one seems to be in the right place. The third row we don't know about, right? So if I just spin this around every way, let's see if something happens. And this is just by itself, which I don't know if that's supposed to be that way. So let's just go in a clockwise way. Nothing. Did not want to take anything there. Does that bring us full circle? Okay, what am I missing then? That should be that. That should okay. I feel like we're on the right track with this. I do. But I'm going to try to go to another terminal that has a few less unknowns. See if that makes it easier. Going to use a teleportation spell for this one. The teleportation spell failed, unfortunately. But more so, what I found out is that all of the terminals that I have access to so far, to my best knowledge, have 6 symbols missing. They all say something similar on the top, which I didn't even actually notice somehow. Blank, blank, blank tower. And then the other terminals were actually harder than this one because the symbols in the middle that we can't move were more unknown than these are right now. So that is tough. I really do wonder if it's a translation thing or not. We have 2 opens. Here's the third. So these 2 in some way should most likely be connected. Then we have 2 greetings, which means, okay, hold on. So we have two greetings. Remember, we can't change the center. So this should be here automatically, right? And then this greetings should be connected to this greetings automatically. Now, if that is the way that we're doing it, then this open, I believe, should go there. No way. I didn't even. That's crazy. And just unlocks them automatically. Whoa. So if we go back into this terminal, it's just direct translations. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. It's just we'll slowly uncover what the top is saying, and we'll just get all the symbols that way. Awesome. Let's try this other one. All right. So centrally, we don't know two of them, which is rough. So I think we'll just double check the third terminal that I know of and see if that one has more symbols in the center for us to have a better shot at solving it. I think it's up here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. No, this is kind of the same. That is tricky business. Hmm. Okay, but we do have a theory about this one being man. So if that's the case, that would go there. Me. We should know where a me is somewhere. Yeah. This would go here. Me. Okay. Now. So and then we know that this is seek want, so we need to find seek want on the outside. So if I just start rotating, oh my gosh, I'm getting the hang of it. Hey, this language is fast. There's still symbols we don't know yet. All right, I think we could get this last terminal. I'm feeling confident now that I know how it works. I am also confident that I'm going the wrong way. Okay, here we go. All we know from the center of this one is U. So that means that automatically this has to go here. Do we have any other U's to reference? No. So this one is the hardest one for sure. So if U has to go here, then help has to go here. Do we have any other helps? No. Okay, so if U has to go here, death has to go here. So this one has to go around the outer ring to there. What does that mean? What can we still change? This one. So that doesn't mean up. So we need to change this. Hmm. Yeah. So this one has to just. I think we just have to rotate until it clicks. Not there. There we go. We are absolutely translating this language at Mach speed right now. All right. And now I believe we can certainly go ahead and unlock that door with the symbols of a key, a door, and a open, I think. But before we do that, we do need to solve a fast travel kiosk and reflect on our teachings that we've learned so far. Do I have my bearings at all? Let's see. I hope that's like, yes, we're gonna solve this soon-ish. And then is it this way? What I was saying was I hope that the area where they're playing that game is relaxing and that they're not just forced to do that for uh days on end, you know. So let's take a look. Looks like we have 2 left. So let's try this one. I salute the man. Me. Oh, is that a bar on left? They talk weird. That might be why I couldn't figure this out for the longest time. So let's just try it straightforward first. Me, greetings. We have just a symbol. Yeah. So that okay. So man, human. Let's try this. Let's try the bard backwards Yoda talk. Man, human, me. Greetings. Yep, that is a bard. Okay. Men, we are not. Yes, that's why I got so confused by this, because it was a bard and not just the default man/human. So then if I go here, we have to translate this straightforward now that we're speaking scientist. So do they have plural in their language? I do wonder if this is really what it's like when you are such a polyglot that you speak several languages and you kind of just get lost in between them. If anybody's able to speak more than 2 languages, let me know. Even 2, I imagine it's insane. Okay. Sorry, I was so distracted by imagining that I wasn't really looking at the symbols too closely. Okay. So we are looking for any form of plural. Are these the devotees? The way that they did plural was they put the symbol twice. My memory serves me. So, man. And then how did they do we? Not is there. Plural men. So men. Would it be me, you? Is that how you do we? Me, you. Not. No. I'm gonna read through everything and see if anything clicks. No, I'm doing it the wrong order. That's why. So, we are not men. There we go. Whoa, that's closer though. That second one. We are not men. Is it just? What if it's just this? Men, not. No, that would be too simple. Oh, maybe me plural, not man plural. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Free we are not. Oh, these aren't the bards. These are the people that were stuck in the downstairs area that we never really understood the class struggle. They didn't expound on it anymore or elaborate on what was going on with that. So, okay, me or we not free. What would be the symbol? They do have a symbol. Abby is free. Oh, they're gonna take these people in. That's so great. Okay. They have Abby. Is there a symbol for is in this language? B. B. Yep. And then free was somewhere here, I think. One of these. What? No. I gotta do backwards again. Oh my gosh. Free. Abby is. Free Abby B. Nice. plural of man. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Come to Abby. Something like that. Well, it starts with Abby. Just in that, and then you plural. Yeah, that must be it. Go. I think I went past it for sure. My bad. First symbol. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cheat. Gotta go back to the devotees. What is this? It is you. Okay, so I had that idea right. Abby. What other way can you make this backwards? I'll just try to do it straight. See what happens. Go. Oh, I don't even know how to do that. Come to Abby. You go Abby. Let's just try it straight forward. No. Let's do it fully backwards. Abby, go you. Try that. Is there another symbol than go? Let's go through it. Eek? No. Maybe. Maybe it is seek. So if we're doing it backwards, Abby, you seek. Let's try that. No. Find. Let's try that. I need to some additional pondering. There it is. These guys had a plural symbol. That's what it was. Overlooked that. So I keep trying to push square to backspace and I'm opening the compass. So it would be Abby, you plural, go. There we go. Got a little lost there. No. Alright. Abby, you, plural, go. There it is. Amazing. And apparently we've rebuilt half the links, so I wonder how this will continue to expand. Maybe when we solve one more, it'll open up new possibilities. I'm not sure. But, So with that being said, we have just one more left right now that we can currently do. So, as I did at the start of this episode, when we begin next, I will take us to view this change of the devotees accepting in those people that were not bards, but they were kind of just working for them in the lower levels of that floor. So I'm excited to see what that will look like. And it makes total sense that the devotees would accept, those that needed assistance that weren't able to assist themselves. So I think this game impresses me every time at how it makes you think in a very particular way. But it's fun, it's puzzling, and I'm excited. We now actually know that the end is well within reach, which is crazy to imagine. So hope that you've been enjoying this ride, and until the next video, I'll see you.